So this has been a video in the making for a while. I'm going to be reviewing Freaky. So, I was completely wrong. like, I was completely wrong. The movie did really good. Like, extremely good. It had really good storyline. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But, just know it was a really good movie. Definitely different than what I thought it was gonna be. There was really some cheesy parts, but there was a lot of really good parts. Every single actor in there did really well. Um, I do think the gay guy was a little bit over the top. Like, I guess you do have to sell the character as a gay, but like, realistically, that's just a stereotypical gay guy. Um, I'm really surprised that nobody got offended. Or I'm surprised that Twitter didn't go crazy on the, um, that guy making the joke like, you're black, I'm gay, we're so dead. Um, oh yeah, also in my review, the reason I called her Allie was because, um, I think she played a character named Allie in Paranormal Activity 4. Maybe it was 3. I don't know. But the movie was good. There was less scary parts, which is not surprising because the trailer was basically just all comedy, not not horror, but there were some horror elements. Um, it was a little bit cheesy with the jump scares and all of that because I expected every single one of them. But the one that got me was when they were in the haunted house and that clown jumped out. Not the first clown, but I think it was like the second clown. So yeah. Um I never understood why she was the nerd. I'm not saying that all nerds are ugly or any of that, but like I guess it was because of the way she dressed, but she didn't look different from literally anybody else in that school. I Okay, so then we go on to her school life. Her home life is okay. Um, sorry. Her teacher's a cop, or her sister's a cop, which is plays heavily into the future of this game or of the movie. Then we go to school, and everyone hates her. Um, yeah, just she's getting pushed around left, right, and center, which I don't understand. Again, she's pretty. I guess Catherine Newton is such a good actor that she sold her her being a nerd or an outcast. Like that she could play literally any role. In Paranormal Activity, she was able to play um just a clueless, naive girl who's also just learning the basics of life. Bear, I think she was like supposed to be 13 in that movie, maybe 16, but whatever. In Supernatural, she's supposed to be this edgy teenager that like is mad all the time because her dad got taken away by an angel, and then now she has to live with um knowing that that's not her dad, but instead Castiel. Um, in Pokemon the movie, I think there's a lot of other ones. I didn't watch Pretty Little Liars. If she was in that movie, I think. No, yeah, it was something with Big and Little contradicting title, but um in Pokemon, she was able to sell that she was um, a teenager who was just trying to report on news, who was also a Pokemon trainer. And then in this movie, she plays a nerd, and then she can also play as the bad bitch of the movie. She is a very good actor, and I can't wait to see her in future movies. Maybe she could be a part of the MCU, which I think could be a huge possibility. I don't know which superhero she could be. Maybe one of the Captain Marvels. I'd love to see that. Um, maybe Scarlet Witch's kids. Maybe a mutant. We don't know. I believe that her future for being an actress is going to be big. Um, Now we go on to the side characters. I can't remember their names. I know the gay guy's name was like something unique. Um Hold on, I'll get back to you guys when I look it up. So I have the names. I'm sorry. It's Josh and Nyla. I think that's how you pronounce Nyla. I'm not gonna try to do this. I don't want this video to be longer than it has to. But Josh was a good character. He was an awesome character, in fact. It's just that it's not because of his sexuality. Alright, I have absolutely no problem with his sexuality, but how they sell it that he's gay is kind of like the stereotypical gay guy. But I like how they didn't put it in our faces that he's gay, like they do with, or like Hollywood tends to do with a lot of people. Like, not every single time he's on a scene, they make a nod to him being gay. Nyla, she was a good character. She was somewhat, important to the story. Because she has to go in and steal something, which we'll get into later on. Booker, I don't want to talk about that guy. Was I a bit jealous that he reeled in Millie? Yes. Did I think that he was going to die? Yes. I was so wrong about this movie. Every prediction was just so wrong. So wrong. Yeah, Booker was an okay character, I guess. The Butcher. The Blissfield Butcher. Still can't believe I remember that name. He was a good character, a bit silent. That's basically his whole role, is just to be intimidating. And that really shows when I'll get into that later. The Blissfield Butcher is a good-ish character. He's better than any other actress besides Millie. You know, what am I doing? He was good. Again, not much personality to the character, because, you know, he's supposed to be like a Jason Voorhees type of character. We don't even know his backstory, which I didn't suspect they were going to get into at all. Would I have liked them to do that? No. Just because it would kind of ruin this whole movie, and it would just take up extra minutes. I'm not saying that the movie would have been bad if there was extra minutes added on to it, but I think a lot of people would be like, well, that part was useless. We don't really need to know, because the whole point of the movie is for them to, you know, switch roles. But anyway, then we get to the scene where the magic happens. Butcher takes, or tries to kill Millie with the weird dagger that he found at the beginning of the movie. By the way, this movie's really gruesome. I thought it was going to be way less gruesome, but there was a little bit of gore. So if you're a fan of gore, you know, check out this movie. But anyway, it's interesting how everything happened. Like, they were themselves. So Millie gets taken in because her sister finds her. Butcher gets away. She picks him up, or she picks Millie up, brings Millie to the police officer's place, and then the next day, Butcher wakes up in Millie's body. And I thought this part, I don't know why, but it's so cringy. In a good way. In a good way. I know that's a weird thing to say, because, you know, cringy is supposed to be the stereotypical bad thing. But it was cringy in a good way, because Millie sold the idea that, you know, she was silent, but, you know, confused and joyed, because, you know, it's a second life. And I guess I was a little bit right on that part. He sees it as like a second life, to like kill people, and nobody would ever suspect a girl to kill anybody. So I guess I was kind of right there. But there's numerous times when she tries to kill Millie's family. I don't understand how nobody sensed that she had bad intentions, but whatever. Or the Butcher taking over Millie was looking around in her closet to, you know, find clothes. He didn't like what she had. So I believe he went into Millie's mom's room, if I remember. And found a red jacket and then, you know, all that. There was a lot of innuendos. People had a boner for Millie. Yeah, I gotta admit, I kind of did too. But anyway, um, I really thought. Oh, I forgot to mention the fucking teacher. Dang it. So yeah, there's a teacher that hates Millie. Blah blah blah. He thinks that she's a loser. Um, but literally, Booker and Millie sit next to each other, and I think Booker cuts his finger, and then the butcher or Millie, it's confusing. Licks his finger suggestively. But anyway, and then the teacher's just like, "Oh, Millie, you're just looking for attention," and I'm just like, "No, no, 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 shut the fuck up. She's doing okay." Oh, that was a joke, okay? So Butcher, as Millie, returns later on in the movie to that guy. And I really thought that this guy was going to be a pedophile. The reason is because, I don't know, the way it was framed was like, the Butcher was gonna, like, try to, you know, suggest the teacher, is that the right word? The way it was, like, put was that, oh, he's gonna try to, you know, get his way with her, and then that's when he dies. And, I don't know if that was just my weird mind, but I heavily thought that was gonna happen. And if that happened, I would just be like, okay, you know, you didn't need to do that, but you did it. But good thing it didn't happen, because I think this movie would have been way worse reviewed just for that one scene. And that's what I hate about the internet, is that, like, one tiny controversial scene ruins the whole movie for people. And I don't believe that type of mindset. But anyway, Millie trapped in the butcher's body was possibly the funniest crap we've seen. She, technically he, but she wakes up in this place just filled with mannequins and all that. And like, this guy needs drugs, and she doesn't have any because obviously she's not the butcher. She tries walking around her town, and everyone's just scared of her, obviously. So I think she tries to go to school, if I remember, and everyone's just scared of her. There's this long chase scene where Millie was trying to catch with Josh and Nyla, and it was just so funny. And I think it's really weird how they proved that it wasn't her. Like, maybe like, they don't know if the butcher could have been. I mean, it's not stupid, actually. It's not stupid. It was a good way to prove it, but by the trailer, I thought that just by him knowing the dance was that Millie, and then they just believed him, her, whatever, just because of the dance. And I was like, well, he could have been a cheerleader. But again, I was wrong. Um, yeah. Um, let's just skip a couple of parts because there's some useless parts. We get to the end of the movie. I can't remember what other parts there were besides the party in the haunted house. Oh yeah, wait. This part pissed me off. So Millie went to a party and she literally got sexually assaulted. Or I don't know. But she was getting, catcalled. Somebody grabbed her butt. Now, for me, I was happy to have that ankle. But that guy was just so creepy. And it's just like, they tried to, you know, rape her. And at that point, I was like, holy shit. Legit, my idea of that whole pedophile scene with the teacher. I'm kidding. It's all bad. But, oh, it was just so disgusting. And it was hard to watch, and I loved it. I didn't love it because of the rape. I loved it because, if they were willing to do that, they could literally do anything. You know what I mean? If you make a movie and you're willing to make those types of scenes, you shouldn't be judged upon that. Just because you're willing to make those types of scenes doesn't mean you're a bad director. It means you're a good director. Because it's supposed to be realistic, you know what I mean? If you're trying to make a movie that's realistic, you will have those types of scenes. Anyway, so we get to the end of the movie, which I just said. Millie's about to kill Booker, or tries to. They stop her. They have her down, but, you know, time's up before Millie can get her body back. But what really sucks, and this part I wasn't a huge fan of, but it was cool, was that Millie sets her clock to later, you know, or 2 minutes earlier, because Booker told her to. And I guess that's okay. I wasn't a huge fan of that. But, whatever. It's whatever. Like I said, there's going to be some parts I like, and there's going to be some parts I don't like. So then they get it done with, and then, in the back of an ambulance, Millie and Booker have a kiss scene. Ew. God. I'm petty. So just when you think the movie's over now, I've seen many people, say that this scene could have been, cut out. But, wait, I can't remember. Wait, am I getting them mixed up? Okay, so, Millie's walking around her house because she heard something. And the butcher's at her house. Now, I like this scene because we also got to remember, he was at her house as Millie, so obviously, he'd find her and then kill her. And I really liked it for that reason, because it shows the realistic sense of a serial killer. I really liked that. A lot of people say that those parts could have been cut out, and I agree. They could have been, but they weren't. And I'm not mad at that. Um, because we needed closure on that guy. He couldn't have just died, could he? No, wait, I'm getting mixed up. Hold on. Wait. No, he. No, the butcher was shot to death, right? Yeah, the butcher died because he was shot to death. But then again, I remember the movie having the ending that he returned to the house. Was it a dream? Was that part a dream in her mind? I can't remember. You guys are gonna have to remind or let me know. I can't remember. Um, I don't know. Anyway, so the end had a happy ending. You know, blah blah blah. Um, there was so many parts I could have mentioned. There was a part where Josh had Millie tied up, or they all had Millie tied up, and then Josh's mom came home, and then he tried telling his mom that he's straight, but obviously she didn't believe it. So then he said, "We're doing a school project," because I think it's really funny that they mentioned it. He's like the stereotypical gay guy, and nobody would believe him if he was trying to tell everyone he was straight. I just think that that's really cool. But anyway, that's it. That's the movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I know it's kind of boring the way I speak and my like tone of voice, but this would be a longer video. I just can't remember certain parts. And yeah, go check out the movie Freaky for yourself. I think it's in theaters still. Yeah, I went to go see it in November. It's December right now. It's only a month after the movie was released. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in theaters. But yeah, I hope the movie comes out on Netflix because it was definitely one of the best movies of 2020. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later. Yeah.